One way you can tie records together is by comparing signatures. Here is a clip that I'm going to show you here in just a second of 3 different documents for my ancestor George Edgar Simmons. And you can see 3 different documents. One is a World War I draft registration card. The other one is a World War II draft registration card. And then lastly is a marriage license where he signed it. And a lot of times when you're looking at these documents, if you compare how the stroke of the letters are created, especially the uppercase letters, you can kind of figure out if the signature was written by the same person. And I'm going to show you a clip here in a minute that I did for the Genealogy TV 2 channel, where I am really kind of explaining in detail what I was looking at. But one of the things I didn't mention in that is also the angle, the slant of the handwriting is often a key factor as well. So let me play that clip for you, and so you can get a little bit more information about why you want to compare signatures for your records. One of the things I wanted to show you was the signatures. This is the World War I draft registration card. This is a World War II draft registration card. And I kind of messed up when I was recording, and I started to look at this marriage certificate, and it's a marriage license in a book, and it's on Family Search. And so I'm showing this again because somehow I wasn't recording. But one of the reasons why I wanted to line this up this way is to look at the signature, because I want to see if this marriage registry book is an original signature or not. Well, here's his signature on the draft World War I draft registration card. Here's his signature on the World War II draft registration card. Why is this important? Well, it helps us verify information, right? It gives us some clarity as to if a person signed a document, they're probably like looking at it going, yeah, that's right. That's my birth date. That's my whatever. Well, one of the things that is very striking about his signature is not only the G, but the E. So, you know, he probably starts here at the bottom, strokes up, around, E, and then puts this loop on the end. And the S is very distinct as well, but it's pretty standard S. Looking at his other signature down here, it has the same stroke pattern. It comes up, over, makes the E with a loop at the bottom, as does here. He comes up, he makes a loop, and a loop. And so I believe this is the same signature, same guy writing his signature at different times in his life, right? This is 1913. This is 1917. This is 19 something. I don't know exactly what the date is on that. So long story short is, you know, this is a way we can compare signatures. So you always want to keep an eye on those signatures to help verify the documents.